What's up everyone, my name is Ron from Comics and Stuff, and for today's episode we are going over the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Retrocard Scarlet Spider action figure. And heading into the package real quick guys, you do see that it comes in a window box showing off the figure, accessories, Hasbro logo right there to the right hand corner, nice artwork of the Scarlet Spider right there, and to the top we got Spider-Man logo alongside the Marvel Comics logo. Now when we go to the back though, there is barcode and legalities down there, some nice artwork of the Scarlet Spider right there, Spider-Man logo, Marvel Comics logo, Marvel, and to the middle a nice little synopsis of the Scarlet Spider, aka Ben Reilly. But now that we went through the package and everything, let's open it up and check out the figure. And here we got the Scarlet Spider outside of the package, and before heading into this review any further, I wanted to give a special thanks to TOTALPOSER, aka Iconics Customs, over at TikTok. I mean, if you guys got TikTok, guys, follow him. You see, this review wouldn't even be possible if it wasn't for him. I actually won this Scarlet Spider as part of a giveaway that TOTALPOSER was making for reaching the 5K milestone. So, congratulations, brother. Now, I didn't just win this Scarlet Spider, though. I also won this awesome diorama, guys. That got dry brush, it got a wash, it got awesome detail, texture, being held together by magnets. So he's a fantastic diorama maker that got awesome content. So if you guys do have TikTok or you got Instagram or something, give him a follow. I will provide all of his links down in the descriptions, as well as his links for his eBay shop in case you guys want a diorama just like this. But again, thanks again, TOTALPOSER, for this diorama. And thanks again for this Scarlet Spider that we are now about to get into. First, let's measure him in though. And to the top of his head, he stands just a tiny bit over 6¼ inches, which is pretty much standard Marvel Legends height. Now, for accessories, he comes with some wall crawling hands. And what can you say, guys? They are wall crawling hands. And weapon hands. And this is, this gotta be standard fare for any Spider-Man figure. Now, am I upset that they should have included something else? Maybe a web or something? Maybe an alternate unmasked head? Yeah, but I'm not too mad because, yeah, we always need weapon and wall crawling hands. Now, when it comes to the figure though, it's pretty much bare. There is no dry brushing, there is no shading. I mean, there is texture on the hood, and maybe there actually is some dry brushing. I don't know, my eyes are not as good as they used to be, or some slight shading. There is texture, if you guys want to look at that. The spider is nicely applied on the front and on the back. There are wrinkles on the hoodie. The sleeves are all tattered. I do like how that looks, although I am a little upset that the front part, let me just show you guys, you see? It's not glued on, at least not in the front. Now, it doesn't, show when you're posing him around, but I know in my head. So that's a little irksome. The back part is glued properly though. The belt is a silver plastic and it does have paint. The paint doesn't miss the mark on the red dot right there, but when it comes to the little brown parts of it, it is a little sloppily applied. It does have some sculpt though. The red is what I'm most upset about, guys, because again, it doesn't have no shading, no dry brushing, nothing like that. It's just red plastic. There is some paint though on the pouches right here by his ankles. The slide is silver on both that button and on the buckles. They are a separate piece, but they are glued on though. So at least it feels like they're glued on. It's a pretty tight fit. Now, when it comes to his wrist gauntlets, I would have liked a little bit of separation, just so that it could stand out a bit more. It's just basic gray, silver mold, and yeah, it just makes it look a little cheap, but the eyes look good. One thing I am upset about though, guys, is that when you turn his head up, yeah, the chin is super narrow, and it's just, yeah, it doesn't look good when you pose him like that. It got a bit of a lollipop. So I don't like how that looks. But overall, I do like how the figure looks because it's a basic, it's a basic costume, guys. There's nothing that really would make it super stand out. There's not a lot of detail going into it. So I'm not too mad with how they did the look overall. And I do like how the eyes are angular like that because that is how it's sometimes depicted on the comic. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. I'm not mad with it. The accessories are okay. Let's go into the articulation. He does have a notch at the back of his neck in order to make him look a bit more up. But again, like I said, guys, that part just looks ugly. Forward, you don't get much forward. You get a little bit if you don't use the articulation on the torso. So you get a little bit. You do get some tilt, and of course you're gonna get your rotation. Now shoulders go slightly above T-pose. You do a full 360. There are butterfly joints that get you back about that much. Forward just a tad. There is a bicep cut that works. Double jointed, pinless. Elbows that get you okay range. I mean, it could have been better, but it's not bad. There is a swivel and a hinge on the hands. Now, his torso is the basic, Spider-Man body. So there is a torso cut up there that gets you some nice tilt. I do like that. Of course, you're going to get your rotation as well. But because of the sweatshirt right there, the sweater, the hoodie, you don't get as much forward from that top joint as as you're accustomed with other Spider-Man figures. Back, again, it hinders it a bit, but because the articulation got that reverse ab crunch, yeah, that doesn't hinder it at all. Of course, because the hoodie is kind of like a belly, a belly kind of hoodie. So, yeah, it doesn't hinder it at all. I do like that. Now, legs, it does appear like he got some drop down hips. I don't know if mine's is super stuck, but yeah, he does have drop down hips. Splits go like this. The drop down hips make you kick forward. Not crazy, but that's good. Back a tad. There is a thigh cut. Double jointed, pinless. Hold up a second. All right, let's try it with this. Yeah, there we go. They get you good range. Yeah, that looks good. There is a calf cut also. That works just fine. Calf cut, boot cut, whatever. And ankles get you back this much. Forward this much. There is pivot as well as a toe hinge that does the job accordingly. I mean, you could even put the toe the other way, which is weird, but if you want to, you can. Anyway, now that we went through the figure and everything, let's do some comparisons and all that with other Spider-Man figures that I got, as well as maybe some other Marvel Legends. And our first comparison will be with a couple of other Retrocard Spider-Man, with the black symbiote one right there on the right and the Ben Reilly Spider-Man right there on the left. And from what I can tell, guys, they all use the same body, except that this one is pinless. These other two aren't, so the height is not any different, guys. It's basically the same thing, but I did want to see how they look like together. So let's head into the next comparison. And in this one, we're just sizing him up with several other members of the Spider family. Right there to the left is Spider-Gwen and Spider-Ham from the Into the Spiderverse. And right here is the Tom Holland No Way Home Spider-Man. Now, they're all shorter than the Scarlet Spider right here. So I don't necessarily think it's a bad look with Spider-Gwen and Spider-Ham, but for the Tom Holland Spider-Man, I would have liked it maybe a little bit more on par. Anyway, let's head into the next comparison. And here we just got him next to some random Marvel Legends with the X-Men Animated Series VHS box set Wolverine on the left, and the 20th anniversary Marvel Legends Captain America on the right. Now, this is pretty much perfect. Wolverine is supposed to be shorter. Captain America, I do imagine him to be a bit taller than the Scarlet Spider. So this works just fine. And for this one, we got Mary Jane on the left and Green Goblin on the right from the Spiderman Animated Series VHS box set. And to tell you the truth, guys, he got a kind of cartoony look to him. So putting them side by side does kind of work. Unfortunately, I did lose my glider to the Green Goblin right here, so there won't be no cool pictures with the Green Goblin. But I still wanted to let you guys see how this looks. So in conclusion, although there are things that I would have wanted with this Scarlet Spider figure, like maybe a little more attention to detail with a wash or some shading, or maybe some more accessories than the standard stuff we always get with every Spider-Man figure, like maybe an alternate head, guys, or maybe some webbing, I still thoroughly enjoy it. I mean, I love it. It looks good, it articulates well, and it fits right at home with the other Retrocard Spider-Man. And you know, he is in pinless joints, so that's always a plus. So I love it, I just wish it had more. That being said, I do want to give a thanks again to TOTALPOSER for first providing this figure, as well as this awesome diorama. And yeah, you expect to see this diorama in future videos, future pics, and all of that because it's beautiful. I will provide his links down in the description, so give him a follow. If you guys like the video, hit the like, comment, and subscribe because all of that stuff helps out the channel. My name is Ron from Comics and Stuff, and I'll check you guys on the next episode. Peace.